if I use it. I'm so honored and grateful you could be here on this special day to honor not only Lily, but all of those that we have lost on this physical world. Of course, they're never lost. They're always with us in an energetic realm, in a spirit realm, guiding us on our path as our angels. And so, yeah, you remember when she passed, always she gave white little feathers, or small feathers. Actually, one was not white. And then yesterday, she gave me a little bit of a bigger feather, so I thought that was a beautiful symbol of her still being with us. And I've always had this card since she passed, and which is a very meaningful card to me, because in Spanish it says, he nacido para percibir la verdad, which means you were born to perceive the truth. And no matter how hard it is when we lose those that we love, we always know that we are connected to them, and we can always guide us through the memories that in the moments, whether they were short or whether they were long, there's always moments that could bring a smile to our face and a glow in our heart. And so just helping you and helping myself to guide us through those moments today. At any moment in time you feel like going through waves of grief, that's what all of this is about, and it's completely okay and acceptable to be exactly as you are. You can be lying on your bed listening along, or you can be seated like myself or Danny, however you want to be. I'm just going to pull an animal spirit card to see what maybe is our message for today before I get guided through a little bit of breath work and meditation. I got the bee spirit. Number 7, interesting, my favorite number. Isn't that nice? And the message is that sweet results await. And let's just read what it says in a little bit more detail. The bee spirit's message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you are willing to get your ego out of the way. Often, that is a message we need to hear. Bee spirit knows not to let a sense of being separate get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Bee spirit asks that your focus be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. Bee Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded even if you can't see that yet, and asks that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. And the protective message of the Bee Spirit is, when Bee Spirit comes as your protector, she asks you to be honest with yourself. Do you want to taste the sweet honey others have been making, but you believe it's unattainable? Do you wonder how others ended up with so much magical honey when you seem to have none? Do you separate from the hive to do it all on your own? Well, or to hoard what honey you have, unwilling to trust that there is support and plenty of sweetness to go around? If you have been overworking and overdoing and have not given yourself any time to enjoy the sweetness of life, Bee Spirit is telling you to stop and recharge. Even busy bees need to take a rest. So remind yourself that sweetness is everywhere and available to you always when you need it. Very good message, isn't it? remembering that we need our spirits, our guides, our angels, our protectors. They're always with us, and they want us to be happy. They want us to be free, and they don't want us to feel stressed or burnt out. So thank you, Bee Spirit. I'm also going to light a candle in honor of anyone that, not only Lily Rose, but anyone that we have lost. My dad, my grandpa, my grandma, my mom, my dad. Whoever that person is, friends that we've lost. Sophia made this candle and she gave it to me today. It's an Aries candle from my horoscope sign, so that is nice. And we'll keep that lit throughout our breath work and meditation today, reminding us that that light is always within us and around us. So you can have yourself in any sort of comfortable position that you'd like to be, whether it's lying on your bed, just allowing the body to be a little open if you're lying down so that the chakras aren't all closed in. We can allow that energy to flow all the way from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And if you're seated, same thing, feeling those contact points on the chair or the floor. Noticing if the shoulders are protecting ourselves. Let's just create a little extra space. But it's okay today. Today's one of those days where we can honor a little bit of protection if we need to curl ourselves in. And just guiding that head up nice and long, or if you're lying down, just bringing a little extra length into the neck. And perhaps the eyes already began to close and come within. And if not, that's all right. Just guide it as it must be today. Or maybe you're blinking the eyes open and closed a few times, allowing themselves to get heavy, and then slowly coming within. And noticing the movement of the breath, and it may change throughout this meditation. Is it a little different focus than most days? Our goal is always to relax and release, but we are human, we come in waves, so just allowing it to flow as it must, and drifting in the thoughts as they must, and then coming back to your breath if you can and when you can. And just beginning to listen to the movement of those inhales and exhales as they go in and out of the body. Feeling the movement of the breath. Feeling the sensations of the body. Feeling the connectedness to your heart. And I think we'll start with the bee breath. If you don't want to hum out loud, you can hum perfectly fine silently in your head. It can create just a calm enough space that we need. I think that bee breath would be great because obviously it's going to reduce the stress and the nervousness within the body and help us to relax, but also that bee spirit was our spirit card that we pulled today. So again, if it feels comfortable, you can bring the hands over the eyes and plug off the ears if you're humming out loud, or you can just hum silently in your head or out loud without your hands on your eyes. So you're just going to allow yourself to release completely out the exhale. And then inhale fully through the nose, or if it's plugged off, the mouth. And then humming out loud or silently in the head. Inhale. again. It's okay if the voice gets crackly. Inhale maybe 5 more times. Two more. Last one. And just coming back into that rhythmic breathing. Maybe you have one heart, one hand on the belly, feeling the movement of the breath. Just allowing it to guide you into stillness or through waves of emotions, and coming back to it at any time. And I think it's appropriate today that we guide ourselves, or I guide you, through a light expansion meditation. Remembering the light of the candle that we just lit, or the light of the candle you lit in your home. Allowing that light to shine just above the belly, in that Manipura chakra, our light, our fire center. That light always is within you, but sometimes we need a reminder. And as we continue to guide that breath and feel the light of the candle, with each inhale, that light begins to expand further through the physical body. And with each exhale as well. Feeling the light. First it was located above the belly button. Perhaps it's filling up the entire core of the body. And filling up through the shoulders, and that upper back and chest. With each breath, that light continues to expand, spilling up into the neck and the head, and through the upper arms and into the lower arms and the hands. And through the hips and the upper legs and the lower legs and the feet. Now our whole being is one beautiful glowing ball of light. And we keep breathing, and that light continues to expand out of our body and into our peripersonal space, or what some might call our aura, that protective egg of energy that surrounds us and protects us. You might even notice that the light is shining so much brighter here, filling up that entire space around us and continuing to expand with each breath, filling up the room where you are today, glowing so bright, so strong, so light. And as it fills up the room where you are and you continue to breathe, that light expands out into the entire home or area, building where you're located. And your light is connecting to all that is around. And as that light continues to grow, it spills out and continues to fill up into the city or town in which you're located. Your light is connecting and raising the vibration of everything around you. And as that light continues to grow, it expands further and further with each breath, connecting to the country where you're located. Your light is touching every piece of land and body of water that is connected into the country where you are today. And that light continues to expand, now filling up the entire of Mother Earth. All of the countries now connecting each one of us, and all bodies of water, all the people, all the living beings. Here, we connect them with our intention and our light while connecting to each other and holding space for each other. And that light continues to expand out of the physical earth and spilling out into the universe, the galaxies, all the planets and the stars. Feeling the expansiveness of your light as you continue to breathe. And that light, as it fills up the entire galaxies and the universes, that light continues to expand almost to an immeasurable source of light. It's pure light. We can think of it as God or Atman or our soul, and the souls of all of those that we have lost in the physical world. They're never too far from us. In fact, they're always with us, guiding and protecting us, and feeling our connection to all the souls and spirits and angels around us. Feeling the peacefulness that they provide us, realizing Their one true message is for us to feel love, to feel joy, to feel our truth. They never want us to hold on to guilt or shame or worry. When we can connect to our breath, we can connect to the now and the space where they want us to most often be. Just staying there for a few moments and breathing with it. Maybe thinking of a time or a moment or a memory that brings a smile to your face. Connecting even further to the spirits and souls of our angels, to our soul itself as well. Realizing energy never dies. We are an ongoing beings of energy. And then from this expansive connection where we can always connect to each other and all of our souls, our light, our energy, our God, we can bring that light back within. So it's spilling out into the ethers and coming back to the galaxies and the universes. So much space and air, almost feeling light and flighty here. And then as our light begins to shrink down even further, it comes towards the entire of Mother Earth. We can feel even more of the elements of the earth and water and fire, as well as air and space. They're all connected here, our physical elements, all connected to each other. Being so honored you came to share in this space, this sacred space today. And then from Mother Earth coming towards the country in which you're located. Again, all of the masses of land, bodies of water, the trees, the animals, the people all around. Feeling the loving peace that we created as we expanded our light and connected to all of the spirits guiding us. And then from Mother Earth and our countries coming back in towards the town or the city in which you're located. Allowing everyone around and all around to feel those trickles of light that you've brought from extreme expansion within. And then from the town or city in which you're located, bringing it back within the room in which you are today. And you might feel just a huge expansion of light, or you might feel that light swirling around. So strong and so bright. Still feeling the peacefulness that it provides and the energizing light that it gives. And then from the room, bringing that light within your peripersonal space or your aura, feeling it surrounding you and protecting you, realizing it's always there. From that protective space, bringing that light within the physical body. You can feel it all the way at the tip of your head and the tips of your toes and fingers. And as you continue to breathe, that light starts coming back in towards the center of your body. As it guides its way towards that upper belly button, maybe even the heart area, keeping that light burning bright. And then remembering, of course, that the light is always here, even in moments of sadness, anger, and darkness, and hard times. We always have that light within us, and our spirit guides, our angels are always guiding us to help us to continue to burn that bright, not only for us, but for really all of humanity. Being that drop, beautiful guiding light within the ocean. If the hands are on the heart or the belly, you can bring them out beside you if you like. That feels good for you today. Or continue staying exactly where you are. You may even bring the hands to prayer if that feels good for you. Closing off this meditation for today. Perhaps bringing it to the third eye. And bowing down towards the grace, fullness of you being here today. Sharing in energy and space. And then again, bringing the arms beside you if that feels good. And if and when you're ready, opening the eyes. And I love you guys so much. And I'm so grateful that you could share this beautiful day with me. I feel a lot more peaceful than I did yesterday, and I think that's just from, moments where I'm talking about darkness, when you feel alone, and really I have such beautiful people in my life, like all of you. And I thank you so much, and I love you, and I honor you,
Thank you
and I
so
hope
much, Rachel.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
Thank you, April. Love you. This was wonderful. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
And I hope you have a beautiful day.
Thanks. You too.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.